Hey, what's up, guys? I've had a few of you lately ask me how I learned to paint, how I learned to airbrush, and whether or not I think painting classes are worthwhile. So I figured I'd take a minute to address this because I know a lot of you are wondering, hey, can I just go on YouTube and learn this off the internet? Well, yeah, maybe you can, but here's how it worked out for me. I started out, I bought an airbrush, I learned how to do dots and dagger strokes and lines and all of this stuff. And then I went on the internet and tried to figure out how people were painting stuff. And really, nothing good came out of it for the first little while because I understood how to use the piece of equipment, how to use the tool. I gained reasonable control over it, but I didn't know how to turn it into anything really. I didn't know my color theories properly. I didn't know how the shading really worked. Like I could make a three-dimensional circle, but I couldn't really do anything particularly useful. So as for the classes, yeah, I think they're worthwhile as long as you're doing the right stuff. What you really need to do in a class, hopefully, is take on a project. Really take an image from start to finish and learn the various steps and really how to build stuff with an airbrush. So what I did, I signed up for a 2-day class held here in Edmonton at NATE, and it basically changed everything for me. I've got the project that I did. So we went over a little bit of airbrush control stuff at the beginning, how to disassemble it and everything. I already knew that. And then we did a project, and this is the first airbrush painting I ever did. Now there are some massive mistakes on this. It's terrible, really. But it was a huge jump from where I was at. It's actually got some colors to it. You know, it's not just a little bit of black and white. It's got some dimensionality. And this was my starting point. This is from here, from that first class, I was able to build and learn, you know, what I did wrong, where I outlined things that I should have just shaded. I learned quickly that I don't need to dig in so hard because I've got big gouges in here where I cut through the mask and right into the panel. But I learned a lot from it. So, and I just kind of keep that as a reminder of, you know, where I started and everything. But for you guys, it's kind of to show you that I went from, you know, being able to draw a black and white circle to that in 2 days. That's how long it took me. It took me about a day and a half to actually paint that thing. And yeah, it was a great experience. So I do think painting classes are worth it. I actually signed up for another one. It was a 1-day thing. About 6 hours I was there, and I did my my kind of second project. After doing that first one, I learned a lot from that. And my second one, this one, only took me about 6 hours. And this guy's done in blue candy paint. And yeah, that didn't even take me a full day. It's better quality. I didn't cut through anything. I didn't outline things that I should have just shaded or vice versa. So a couple painting classes. After this, I never went back. I just, this is where I kind of let YouTube take over for me, and I got my ideas and stuff from there and worked off the color theories that I was able to learn on my own on the internet. Pardon me. So I do think that the classes are worthwhile. If you're considering doing one, I certainly wouldn't advise against it. I do like to think that you can learn a lot on YouTube. You can learn a lot of what you need to know. It's kind of the whole reason why I make tutorials. But for something like this, having a class can be very valuable and having kind of that hands-on experience. So sorry if I was a little long-winded there, but that is my thoughts on whether or not painting classes are worth it. I hope that helps for any of you trying to make the decision. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.